Buckle up, history hunters. We're diving into Egypt's most legendary burial ground, the Valley of the Kings. This ancient site is home to over 60 tombs that totally flip the script on traditional pharaonic architecture. Since the 19th century, treasure troves have been unearthing some seriously mind-blowing secrets. Get ready to uncover the mysteries of these incredible tombs and find out which Egyptian big shots called the Valley of the Kings their final address, from powerful pharaohs to high-rolling nobles and government VIPs. Let's take a step back into ancient Egypt and see how pharaohs' burial grounds evolved over time. In the old days, our rulers were laid to rest in epic structures like pyramids and mastabas. But these grand tombs had one major flaw: they were super easy targets for tomb raiders. As a result, the new kingpins decided to switch things up and choose a more low-key location for their final resting places. But here's the cool part: even though pharaohs were hiding out in secret locations like the Valley of the Kings, their loyal officials still wanted to be close to their leader in death just as they had been in life. Get ready to uncover a hidden treasure trove in ancient Egypt. The Valley of the Kings is not just a royal resting ground, it's actually split into two secret valleys, with the East Valley housing the majestic tombs of pharaohs and the West Valley belonging to their loyal subjects. For an astonishing 5 centuries, this valley was the go-to spot for burial, and today it boasts an impressive 63 pharaonic tombs filled with treasures valued at billions. One of its most legendary secrets was discovered by Howard Carter in 1922, the tomb of King Tutankhamun, KV 62. When Carter stumbled upon it, he found a treasure trove that would make your head spin, an incredible haul of artifacts that had been hidden away for thousands of years. Let's step into the epic discovery of King Tutankhamun's tomb. As we make our way in, we'll climb 16 stairs that lead us to an incredible entrance, 2 magnificent plaster doors guarding the passage. The door, designed as a thief-proof barrier, bears a powerful royal seal and a priestly seal on each side, ensuring that only those with the highest clearance could enter. Now, let's step into the antechamber, the largest room of this ancient treasure trove. Get ready to be awestruck by an astonishing 600 to 700 golden treasures lining its walls. We're talking about gold-plated chairs serving as pedestals for even more dazzling artifacts. The antechamber is a treasure hunter's dream come true, filled with life-sized statues, intricately crafted baskets, disassembled chariots ready for the afterlife journey, and ornate chests packed with royal clothing and ancient cosmetics. As we dig deeper into King Tut's tomb treasure, the antechamber reveals even more secrets. Look at these show-stopping funerary beds. Can you believe they're adorned with animal heads? They're a majestic part of the cluster of furniture against the wall, adding to the royal splendor. And then there's the throne, an awe-inspiring piece that would grant Tutankhamun his seat in the afterlife. Now, as we explore the west wall, a smaller entrance beckons us towards the annex, a space crammed with over 2,000 individual treasures. This might be the smallest and messiest room of the tomb, but it's where you'll find an incredible array of items: comfy beds, stools for relaxation in the afterlife, and vessels overflowing with wine and oils, because who doesn't need those essentials in the next life? Let's uncover the final treasure trove, the burial chamber. This is where you'll find the most crucial, lavishly decorated, and cleverly concealed room in all of King Tut's tomb. To access it, archaeologists had to chisel through a cunningly disguised wall. Talk about a hidden gem. Step inside and be mesmerized by vivid paintings that depict Tutankhamun's grand funeral procession, an essential part of his transformation into a god. The scenes are straight out of a funerary text, painting a picture of the afterlife scenario that awaited him. It's like stepping into ancient Egyptian history itself. Now that we've explored the burial chamber, let's dive into some fascinating theories about its stunning wall art. Egyptologist Alia Ismail believes those breathtaking paintings might have been created under pressure, literally. She thinks they were likely rushed because, unfortunately, Tutankhamun passed away unexpectedly. But what really steals the show in this room is the staggering treasure chest that is the golden sarcophagus, weighing an incredible 2,500 pounds of solid gold. And if you thought that was extravagant, just wait until you hear about all the items placed on and around his mummified body. 153 unique pieces, including shoes, amulets, jewelry, and even 2 symbolic daggers. One item stands out from the crowd: his gleaming golden funerary mask valued at a whopping $1 million back in the day. This iconic relic is truly one of the world's most recognizable treasures. Now, as we make our way to the final chamber, the treasury, keep an eye out for these imposing statues guarding the entrance. They're none other than Anubis, the god of mummification and the afterlife. Welcome to the treasury, the ultimate treasure trove of King Tut's most precious belongings. This room is loaded with shrines, chests overflowing with riches, and more statues of Egyptian gods than you can shake a staff at. But that's not all. It also boasts an astonishing collection of 14 ancient boats, believed to have been the pharaohs' mode of transportation into the afterlife. Can you imagine setting sail on these vessels, navigating through the cosmic waters? The treasury is also home to 4 sacred canopic jars, which held Tutankhamun's carefully preserved organs, a testament to the ancient Egyptians' deep understanding and reverence for mummification rituals. And in 2 delicate coffins lie the remains of King Tut's stillborn daughters, a poignant reminder of life and death during this era. Let's make a quick detour to talk about another incredible tomb in the Valley of the Kings, the gold tomb KV-50-6. Although it was built during Egypt's 18th dynasty, its treasures date back to the 19th dynasty. This rock-cut style tomb earned its name due to its impressive gold contents, and we're sure you'll agree that it's truly fit for a king. Now, let's unravel the mystery surrounding the gold tomb KV-56. Since its incredible discovery back in 1908, archaeologists have been scratching their heads, trying to figure out what this treasure trove was meant for. Some thought it could have been a final resting place for a prince or princess from the 19th dynasty. Can you imagine royalty buried beneath your feet? Others believed it was a stash house for jaw-dropping jewelry connected to Queen Tozret's tomb right next door. But here's where things get really interesting. Some experts think KV-56 might have been built by Ramesses II himself. According to their theory, he seized the bling from Tozret's tomb to fund his dad's burial lot. Talk about grandpa goals. However, this idea doesn't quite add up. If Ramesses did indeed swipe that treasure, why would he bury it again? It just doesn't make sense. Here's another fascinating fact. Once these rock-cut tombs were finished, they'd stay wide open until the big day of interment arrived. Can you picture it? Thousands of years ago, visitors strolling through empty tombs, admiring the craftsmanship and waiting for the royal family to move in. It's mind-boggling. So, let's dive deeper into the mystery of KV-56. After the burial process was complete in other tombs, doors would be sealed with a special mud coating, but, surprisingly, this isn't found in our gold tomb. This means that KV-56 remained open until the treasure trove of jewelry was added to it. And here's the kicker. Since there are no signs of human remains, it looks like this tomb wasn't used for burial after all. The treasures uncovered from KV-56 will blow your mind. Archaeologists discovered an incredible collection of stone and pottery vessels, some even featuring the throne name of Ramesses II or the royal symbols of Seti Teller and Tozret. And wait until you hear about the jewelry. They found a staggering amount of it, all engraved with the names of Seti Teller and Tozret. It's like stumbling upon a treasure chest overflowing with ancient riches. You won't believe what they found in KV-56. Unearthed from this ancient treasure trove are incredible pieces like a double finger ring proudly showcasing Tozret's royal symbols, cuff bracelets depicting Tozret filling Seti's cup with wine, and even a tiny silver sandal. It's like stepping into an Egyptian pharaoh's wardrobe. But that's not all. There are also gloves overflowing with gold rings featuring the names of Seti II, Tozret, and Ramesses II. The collection is so massive, it's estimated to be worth over $500 million. All these jaw-dropping artifacts have been safely secured by the Ministry of Antiquities and are soon expected to take their rightful place in Egypt's newest crown jewel, El Gem, the Billion Grand Museum. This staggering museum will showcase ancient Egypt's most precious antiquities for everyone to marvel at. Get ready to step into ancient Egyptian history when GEM finally opens its doors between 2022 and 2023. Now let's switch gears and explore one of the most fascinating landscapes in Egypt, the Valley of the Kings. Imagine walking through a stunning gorge carved out of red rock, home to hundreds of tombs dug deep into the ground. These rock-cut tombs are an engineering marvel, showcasing human ingenuity from centuries past. Get ready for a journey through ancient Egyptian history. Fast forward to the Ramesside period, Between the powerful 18th and 20th dynasties, pharaohs traded in their pyramids and mastabas for something entirely new: rock-cut tombs in the Valley of the Kings. These burial structures were like no other, with multiple compartments that showcased grand architecture fit for royalty. But how did they build these incredible tombs? The rocks in the Valley of the Kings were primarily made up of limestone, easy to carve, but also mixed with tricky flints and stones that slowed down construction. To overcome this challenge, ancient Egyptians started by chiseling out a doorway right into the mountain face. Then, they'd paint a bold red line on the ceiling to guide their stone cutters along a straight path, ensuring walls stayed parallel and doorposts remained perfectly perpendicular. Talk about precision engineering. Check out these ancient architects in action. As the rock-cut tombs took shape, masons carefully chiseled their way through limestone, carving out winding passages and grand chambers, some of which are still visible today, with that original red guideline painted on the ceiling to keep things straight. Now, you might wonder how they avoided collisions when building so many tombs in a single valley. Well, it's pretty impressive, really. Only 3 tombs ever overlapped. When this happened, skilled masons stepped up to the challenge. Take the tomb of Siptah KV47, for instance. When it bumped into Tia's tomb KV32, they cleverly transformed the planned burial chamber into a corridor instead, showing just how adaptable these ancient builders were. Let's uncover some ancient secrets. Building rock-cut tombs required serious tech back then, around 3,000 years ago. You won't believe the tools they used. They're actually pretty similar to what we still use today. Some of these original tools are even on display in museums, giving us a glimpse into the past. Take this cool combo, for example, a mallet and chisel pair that's been making history for millennia. This basic but powerful toolset was the key to shaping and carving intricate passages and chambers deep within the rock. It just goes to show how far back human ingenuity goes, and it's pretty awesome that we can still learn from these ancient builders today. Digging deeper, we find out that these incredible tools date back to ancient Egypt's 18th and 20th dynasties. Talk about legacy. The masons of the time crafted their mallets from strong acacia wood, while the chisels were forged from tough bronze. Now, here's a cool fact: the shape and type of chisel used changed depending on the specific cut they needed to make in the rock. It was all about precision. These chisels worked hand in hand with mallets, which provided the force to drive them into the solid stone. And guess what? One such pair has been preserved for centuries. You can even see it at the Royal Ontario Museum, giving us a tangible link to our ancient ancestors' amazing craftsmanship. But that's not all. The Royal Ontario Museum also houses a fascinating set of tools called boning rods, right alongside our chisel and mallet duo. These weren't just extra accessories, though. They played a vital role in bringing ancient Egyptian construction to life. The boning rods helped keep surfaces super smooth and level. Here's how it worked. 2 workers would grip each end of the rod, then one would move a flat, small piece of wood along its length, checking for any pesky rock fragments sticking out. It was all about attention to detail and teamwork. These masons were total rock stars. Let's talk tools. We've got a whole arsenal that'll blow your mind. Triangular levels, plumb bobs, steel squares, drills, and polishers were all part of these ancient Egyptian masons' toolkit. But here's the amazing thing: despite being what we'd call primitive today, these crude tools helped build some of the most incredible structures in history, including those jaw-dropping rock-cut tombs. So, who were the masterminds behind these architectural marvels? Meet the team from Dura Medina, a village of incredibly skilled workers who lived about 6.7 kilometers away from the legendary Valley of the Kings. Now let's dive deeper into the lives of these incredible ancient workers. When the sun went down and there was still work to be done, they'd pitch up tents in a little community halfway between Dur o Medina and the Valley of the Kings. Talk about dedication. But what really caught our attention is that the labor force wasn't just one big team. No way. They were split into 2 groups, left side and right side, each led by a head honcho chief workman. Depending on how massive the tomb project was, these teams could range from 30 to an astonishing 150 workers. Can you imagine working alongside that many people? Each team member had their own special role, whether it was carving, shaping, or polishing, and together they created those breathtaking tombs. Here's what made these ancient construction sites hum. You'd find stone masons perfecting their craft, architects bringing their vision to life, chisel bearers supplying the tools of the trade, carpenters shaping wood, artists adding finishing touches, all kinds of specialists working side by side. Now, when it came to work hours, these ancient workers had a pretty sweet deal. They'd put in an 8-day stretch, followed by 2 days off. Think of it as the original work-life balance. But here's the cool part: they worked in shifts, with a break right in the middle. Each shift lasted just long enough for an oil lamp to burn out completely. Historians say that was about 4 hours, so our ancient builders clocked in 8 solid hours every day and then took some well-deserved downtime before heading back at it. Here's what it looked like when these ancient projects were running smoothly. Meticulous documentation by skilled scribes. They kept records of everything from high-level visits by the vizier, who was basically the head honcho, to making sure there was enough oil for those lamps we talked about earlier. They tracked inventory, progress updates, and more. And get this, it's thanks to one amazing scribe named Hepeshef that we know so much about building the Valley of the Kings and daily life in Deir el-Medina. His legacy lives on through his family, who collected an incredible library of reports. Think official letters, religious texts, poetry, stories, and even medical knowledge. It's a treasure trove of insights into ancient Egyptian society. Fast forward to the early 1900s, a team of European archaeologists uncovered Hepeshef's remarkable collection, shedding light on life in Deir el-Medina. Now we're left wondering what other surprises are waiting to be unearthed